So today, we're going to be using one against this text, the Majestic Chunch, and see how well can I do. This time we're going to be using the Frostfox, Shaman, Gargoyle, and the Blacksmith. Basically, it's like the meta from 2020, 2021. The only difference is, instead of the Vampire, is the Gargoyle. Is the Gargoyle a better choice than the Vampire? And let's find out and see how far we can go. My name is Mike, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Alrighty, shout out to the person down here for recommending me to try out this deck. Honestly, if we enchant everyone, then the Frostfox will have a fantastic time trying to, win the match because he can heal up no matter who he hits. He starts off with the Griffin. He's going to give the Griffin 8 defensive buff while hitting the Blacksmith and the Shaman. Pretty rough start right there, and the Frostfox as well, but it's A-okay. Honestly, at this point, let's just buff up everyone with a defensive buff right there. Hit the Frostfox, the Shaman, and the Gargoyle, so everyone can tank. Now, if we give everyone a attack nerf, then we'll have a huge advantage on winning here. He is going to give the Gargoyle and the Blaze a defensive buff. There you go. Gargoyle and Blaze defensive buff while hitting the Frostfox, burning the Blacksmith. Shaman does go next. At this point, we don't have a good angle other than we can do this. Hit the Blaze and the Blacksmith, and the Gargoyle was there to deal a little bit of damage. Not too bad. We enchanted 2 heroes to deal less damage, especially the Blaze. The Blaze is very important since the Blaze does a lot of damage. He is going to just push the Blaze to deal damage to the Gargoyle and use his own Gargoyle to deal some damage to me. Well played right there. Let's just push the Gargoyle towards the Frostfox so the Frostfox can heal up. And not the greatest of plays, but hey, we're tanking. That's a good thing. We can tank. Let's see. Blaze goes next. Going after the Gargoyle, like even though the Blaze does a lot of damage, thankfully she is nerfed. Plus, we got the defensive buff. So look at that. Only 31 damage to me. Like, we have a huge advantage of winning here, just because of they're nerfed basically. So we just took out this Blaze, and the Gargoyle did heal up a little bit, which is awesome. His most dangerous hero is the Griffin. We have to enchant the Griffin with attack nerfs. That is the only way we can win, because he can actually take me out with the Griffin, even though we got the defensive buff, same as him. 100 damage to the Frostfox, 150 damage to the Frostfox, okay. Well, what can I do here? We can just hit the Griffin towards the Frostfox right there. There we go. Frostfox did heal up. That's the most important thing. Healing up the Frostfox. I definitely need to heal up. Let's see. Blacksmith goes next. I mean, he already did his job at this point, so don't focus on the Blacksmith. Only 4 damage with the Blacksmith. That is actually hilarious. Hit the Frostfox towards the Griffin here. This should also enchant the Gargoyle. There we go. Oh, Griffin just died. Oh no, the Griffin survived with 8 health. That's crazy. At least we enchanted the Gargoyle, so the Gargoyle is doing basically no damage right there. Look at that. The first hit, or any hit with the Gargoyle right there, he did absolutely no damage at all. Make the Gargoyle go up there, so that way we can actually take out his Griffin. And we're going to heal up the Gargoyle right there for 56. This should be a win, honestly. This should be a win. He's going to buff up the Gargoyle to, of course, deal more damage and tank. Nice heals right there. We're going to enchant the Gargoyle once again. Just make his life miserable. He is not going to take me out. He is going to try his best, but he is not going to take me out. Even though he keeps buffing himself up and healing himself up, absolutely no way he is going to win. I am not going to let that happen. The Blacksmith is about to die. If we can take out the Blacksmith and just enchant the Gargoyle, and we'll be good to go, because he's not going to be able to deal damage to me. Like, no damage at all. And we should be able to by doing it like this. Enchant, and then we'll take out the Blacksmith, and there you go. He's not going to be able to do damage to me. The only way he can deal damage is by using his ability. But his base damage, he cannot do a single damage to me. So, this is a win. Like, look at that. No damage at all other than his ability. Actually, we'll play on the ability right there. So let me just double hit right there. We're still healing up the Frostfox and the Gargoyle as well. He is just struggling, dude. He might as well surrender, but he is trying to put up a good fight. Like I said, he cannot deal damage to me at all with the base damage, so he can only rely on damage on using his ability and the goop. Decent damage right there. Let's see if we can double hit right here. Bada boom. Oh, that's game finally. That was such a long match. That took quite a bit because we kept constantly healing. But that was a very good match. A very easy win, to say the least, right there. Good match. Let's continue on. Alright, second match here. Let's see who we're gonna face. Warlord. That's not a fun hero to face, to say the least. Buff up the Frost Fox, hit the Jawsome, get the fire going on right there with the Dragon's Hand, and we also buffed up the Shaman. Now with the Shaman going next, we can actually just enchant heroes as quick as possible. He's actually going to just get the Fire Claws and then hit the Shaman. Okay. Okay, lots of damage right there, actually. Lots of damage. Did not enjoy that one bit. Not sure if we're gonna be able to heal up the Gargoyle. We should be able to while doing it like this. I really hope we enchant the Jawsome as well. There we go. Plus, there you go. Yep, the Gargoyle is going to heal up right there. It's only 56 health, but we'll take it. Jawsome gets the buff. Alright. Sorry that I'm coughing. I don't think the Gargoyle is going to survive here. Nope, he does not. Unfortunate stuff that we lost the Gargoyle right there, but as long as we can keep the Frostfox alive, just constantly healing and whatnot, then we should be good to go. Nerf that Warlord. Let's also hit the Jawsome right there. There we go. With the Dragon's Hand. The Monkey King did not get burned, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. A little bit of damage to those two. Don't push. Okay, so he's going to push the Jawsome, or sorry, the Frostfox towards the Jawsome. But thankfully, he does not take any damage. I cannot heal up the Slime, or sorry, the Frostfox, sadly. Let's just get the burn off, hit the Slime. A little bit of damage to the Slime right there. A little bit of burn to everyone right there. Slime gets the buff. This actually might be a loss. He got very lucky with the buff. The Frostfox might not survive here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Pushing it towards the Monkey King. That's not going to take him out, but double hit potentially might. Frostfox did die. Okay, so unfortunately, we lost our attackers, basically. We only have support heroes, which definitely not going to be enough for the win. But let's see if we can enchant that Slime. We do enchant the Slime, so everyone is enchanted. Monkey King goes next. He gets the buff, man. This person is getting very lucky with the heroes that needs the buff, man. Like, there's no way we're going to win. The Shaman survives, but barely, dude. We can get a burn off on everyone here. We might as well. Taking out the Slime, burning the Monkey King, but we push the Jawsome out of the way. Yeah, I don't think we're winning here, especially if he keeps getting lucky like that. Buffing up the heroes that goes next. Can this person stop doing that? Like, are you kidding me, dude? The Blacksmith, we just lost. What was I supposed to do? He kept buffing up the heroes that went next. I just got very unlucky, man. I just got very unlucky. What was I supposed to do, man? I had no chance, basically. Let's continue on. Alrighty, let's see what we're gonna face here. Hopefully not a Warlord. No Warlords here, but the Wombo combo that got nerfed. Buff up the Frostfox and the Shaman right there while hitting the Scarecrow, potentially the Ragnar. Only the Ragnar. Okay. We buffed up two heroes and hit the Ragnar. So if he uses the Thunderpulse's charges, I'm not too worried about it. Except the Gargoyle. But we can actually just enchant the Gargoyle right now. This should push it towards the heroes up there. And that should actually give him a nice little bit of heals right there. Look at that. While dealing 28 damage to everyone. Again, the charges. I'm not worried about it. Not too worried about the charges. It's only doing how much damage? 5 damage per charge, which is pretty funny. We haven't enchanted his heroes, so not much I can do there. Sadly, we're not able to heal up the Gargoyle, but it's fine. We might actually lose the Frostfox here, because we haven't enchanted his heroes with attack nerfs yet. Frostfox is still alive. Barely hanging on, though. Barely hanging on. We could try to heal up the Frostfox here, but we could also try to enchant his heroes. I'm not sure which is the correct play. Enchant his heroes. We might lose the Frostfox here, but I think it's best to just enchant his heroes so that way the Gargoyle can actually be able to survive long enough, you know? Yep, we just lost the Frostfox. I think we're going to lose the Frostfox anyway. Wow, yeah, very unfortunate stuff right there, but let's see if we can also enchant that Scarecrow. Enchanting the Scarecrow would be huge. Ah, no, we don't. And the Gargoyle doesn't heal up, are you kidding me? Alright, if we can enchant the Scarecrow, then we actually have a decent chance of winning as long as we can keep the Gargoyle alive, just constantly healing. Yeah, we can actually enchant the Scarecrow here. Let's see if we can make the Gargoyle heal up as well. Yep, the Gargoyle is definitely going to heal up. Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, that's a good heal. That's a good heal. Alright, everyone's enchanted. Gargoyle can tank. Let's see if we can make the Gargoyle survive long enough for the win. Take out that Ragnar because the Ragnar's ability is actually quite annoying. This should heal up. There we go. Alright, so we took out his Ragnar. Don't need to worry about his freaking axe going everywhere. Scarecrow's Crow is still kind of dangerous, but we'll be okay, I think. Heals up the Scarecrow while taking out the Shaman. Well played. I could go for damage, but I can also just use the Fireball. Should I just use the Fireball here? Yeah, just use the Fireball, I guess. Get that damage off. Probably not the best play, but we'll take it. Going for the charges, that's... I mean, you're only doing 5 damage to me. Yeah, 5 damage to me. Again, we can use the Fireball. Or should we just go for damage? Nah, use the Fireball right there. Ah, only hitting the Paladin. I was hoping that I was going to hit all 3 of them. That was my bad. Regardless, we're going to be fine. Getting those charges once again. He keeps missing his attack, obviously. He did no damage, which is pretty funny. Let's just hit both of these guys right there. Fireball hits both of them. We're going to heal up the Gargoyle just a smidge. Paladin does go next. The Scarecrow's Crow can actually deal quite a bit of damage here. There we go. 39 times 2 plus a little bit of charge damage, obviously. Well played. Let's do this. That should take out the Paladin. There we go. So no more heals for him. No more heals for him. Now, take out his Thunderpaws as quick as possible, so that way we don't need to worry about the Scarecrow's Crow, because the Scarecrow's Crow is actually doing quite a bit of damage to me. He is going to try to get the Fireball going off. Well played with the Fireball. Try to get a double hit right there. There we go. Fireball towards the Thunderpaws, and we're going to take him out because of my ability. Let's go. Only the Scarecrow is left alive. Absolutely no way he is going to win, especially if I constantly heal. There's just no way. He's only doing, like, how much damage? How much damage is he doing to me? 13 damage. Yeah, there's just no way he's going to win. Get the Fireball. 65 damage. I mean, it's best to do that instead of going for base damage, because my Gargoyle is doing how much? 46 damage, yeah. Even though I can heal up by getting a direct hit on him, it's best to just do that instead. Again, he's going for the, you know... Okay, quadruple hit, that's pretty crazy. But let's do this right there. And nice little double hit, and the heals right there for over 120 damage right there. He only has 94 health, so we actually need 3 hits. Another triple hit right there, that's crazy. Alright, let's see if we can get a double hit right... No, we don't get a double hit, that was stupid. Alright, but at least he just needs 1 more hit to die, and he does need to hit me like 15 times in order to win. That is not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. These matches are actually pretty long because we keep constantly healing in order to win. So, good game right there. Very long match, but so far, you know, we got 2 wins, 1 loss. You know, the loss was pretty devastating. I had no chance. But let's see how far we can go with this. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 2 wins, 1 loss here. Another wombo combo with the Griffin. He starts up with the Griffin. He should go for damage on the Frostfox and the Shaman here. So he's not going for the Axes, which he will. Yeah, the Frostfox and the Shaman does take quite a bit of damage, which is unfortunate. But let's see if we can enchant my Gargoyle and the Frostfox right there. Sadly, no damage at all. Oh, actually, the Gargoyle was there to deal a little bit of damage. With the Shaman going next, let's see if we can give him... I probably won't be able to give him a defensive buff. Oh, we do. Oh, it's best to enchant, actually. To enchant his heroes as quick as possible. Enchant his Ragnar and the Thunderpaws right there. There we go. And the Gargoyle is actually there. Dealing 70 damage per unit is pretty good. So we enchanted both of his heroes. He is going to take out the Shaman, so I won't be able to enchant the Paladin and the Griffin, which is a huge problem. But we should be fine still winning here. Hit the Thunderpaws and the Griffin right there. We weren't able to, you know... Oh, actually, we still did damage up there, but we weren't able to heal up the Gargoyle. I don't think the Gargoyle needs to heal up. Actually, he does a little bit, but regardless, we should still be fine. Like, look at that. The Ragnar is doing no damage to the Gargoyle, which is awesome. Hit the Thunderpaws like this towards the Frostfox. Frostfox should hit the Gargoyle, and then the Gargoyle is going to heal up a little bit. We took out his Thunderpaws, which I actually wanted to keep him alive, because if he kept using the charges, it wasn't going to do much. The Griffin goes next. Decent damage, as you can see. but we should still be fine here. We might as well just go for straight damage here on the Griffin. There you go. Yeah, it's best to just go for straight damage. Just take out the Griffin as quick as possible because I don't want the Griffin, dealing damage to me. That will hit the Frostfox and the Blacksmith right there. Oh no, it actually went towards the Gargoyle instead. 4 damage. It's actually pretty funny to say. Can we take out his Griffin here? Is that death? No way the Griffin survives with 11 health. I am very upset about that. We should still win here though. He is going for a straight shot. As long as he doesn't heal up the Griffin, I'll be fine. I don't think he can heal up right there. We should still be fine here. Yes. Yes, indeed. Let's see if we can make the Gargoyle hit the Griffin, just to, take him out. There you go. And with the Gargoyle actually was able to use his ability right there. Ragnar and the Paladin are the only one left alive. He is probably just going to heal up the Ragnar here. He might as well. And that will also attack a hero, which is probably going to be the Blacksmith. Oh, actually, I actually went after the Frostfox. Okay. Yeah. Try to just focus on that Ragnar right there. We weren't able to use the ability. He's probably going to heal up the Ragnar once again. But we should still be fine. He doesn't have a direct angle. So he's going to do a wall bounce, hit the Blacksmith. Okay, plus burning everyone, of course. Yeah, let's see if we can get a double hit just to take out the Ragnar. There you go. We were actually able to get the double hit right there. So only the Paladin is left alive. Frostfox can still heal up by hitting the Gargoyle, but not my, not my enemy, not my opponents. So we should be able to win here. He is going to get a little bit of burn damage onto the Frostfox, which is not much. Let's see if we can just push the Paladin towards the Frostfox right there. We actually did not, unfortunately. But regardless, we should still win here. It's a 3v1. He cannot use his ability. I still can. Let's see, can double hit, get the burn off, and then use the Gargoyle's ability. Will that all be enough to get the win right there? Yes, definitely enough. Especially since the Gargoyle was able to get a triple hit right there instead of a double hit. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be our 3rd win. Doing pretty good so far. Let's continue on. Alright, another match here. I do apologize, it actually took me a while to actually say something. But here we go, guys. Another match right there. Let's see if we can just buff up the Frostfox. Frostfox is very important to buff up. We actually buffed up everyone. No damage, but buffing up the heroes, in my opinion, is actually very crucial. Especially if you're facing someone that does not have a hero to enchant. So, it's best to do that. The charges is not going to do much to me, which is honestly good for me. Hit the Goblin. Let's see. Let's also hit the Wraith. Let's see if the Gargoyle stays up there. Oh yeah, that's actually going to be quite a bit of damage. 56 damage to 2 heroes. I actually missed the Wraith. It's whatever. We're still doing damage. Healing up the Gargoyle. He's going straight after the Gargoyle. 105 damage. Well played. A double hit on the Goblin here will take him out. So let's do that real quick. Bada boom. And the Gargoyle is actually going to be there to deal a little bit of damage right there onto the Cleric and the Wraith. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Wraith does go next. He is going to just multi-hit the Gargoyle. Just the Gargoyle. I thought I was going to focus on the Frostfox as well, but okay. Of course he does that. So now we can actually just enchant these two. Make them deal less damage. Frostfox is full health basically now. Wraith is about to die. Cleric does go next. Thankfully, he is doing less damage right now. He is going after the Gargoyle. Okay. Well played. That's actually quite a bit of damage, but we're still going to be fine here. We're definitely still fine. Can we actually heal up the Gargoyle just to make his life a little bit miserable? We're definitely going to heal up the Gargoyle up there. Let's go, dude. Just making his life a little bit miserable while also, taking out his Thunder Paws. His Thunder Paws was going to be out of range, but we actually used him to heal up the Gargoyle, so that was pretty good play. He is going to hit my Shaman with a double hit. Actually fails the double hit. Okay. I mean, yeah, this should take out both of these heroes right there. There we go. Only the Thunder Paws is left alive. There's absolutely no way this person is going to win. I don't see him winning. But honestly, anything can happen, especially with the Mushroom in the middle. Yeah, I mean, that was... He had a hard time right there. Can we just push the Thunder Paws towards the Gargoyle right there? We completely whiffed. We still did damage, but we whiffed the Thunder Paws. Alright, so Shaman does go next. We need 2 hits, or just push him towards any hero and I'll win. So, I don't see him winning, like I said, like 1,000 times. I don't see him winning here. So, again, he's going for damage. Nice damage on the Gargoyle and the Shaman right there. Okay. Let's hit the Gargoyle slightly so that way we can... Oh, we did not hit the Gargoyle. Never mind, the Gargoyle was there to take out the Thunder Paws. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be our 4th win, yes? I don't remember. Yes, 4th win right there. Very good. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 4 wins here. Ooh, basically... Okay. This is basically the deck that I'm using right now. It's PS Paladin instead of the Gargoyle. Buff up the Frostfox, hit his Blacksmith, his own Frostfox as well. Not too bad. Yeah, we have to try to take out his Frostfox as quick as possible, and we are going to win. So nerf. Okay, so well played. He healed up, of course. Nerf his Frostfox. Deal damage to his Frostfox right there. Not too bad. Over 200 damage to the Frostfox is pretty good. Like I said, if we can take out the Frostfox as quick as possible, then we are going to win this match. But of course, he is just going to constantly heal up and whatnot. Nerf his Paladin. There you go. We were actually able to nerf his Paladin and the Blacksmith. Okay. Not too bad, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to nerf my Blacksmith. That's it. Buffs up the Shaman. Okay. I mean, that's fine with me, dude. I mean, I want to hit his I want to hit his Frostfox. This should do the trick, right? It does. Plus, that will deal damage to the Paladin. The Paladin is about to die, which is pretty good because we don't want him healing. But like I said, we do need to focus on his Frostfox. He did not give the Frostfox a defensive buff, which is actually very surprising to see. Incredibly surprising to see. Hit the Blacksmith and the Paladin right there. Sadly, we did not take out the Paladin just yet. Just yet. He is going for the Gargoyle, healing up the Blacksmith, giving the Paladin a defensive buff. This is becoming quite annoying, not gonna lie. Quite annoying. Let's just do that, I guess. Gargoyle gets hit, so that will hit the Paladin, but sadly, he had the defensive buff, so he tanked the hit, so we healed up just a little bit, which is nothing too crazy, but it's still something. This is becoming quite dangerous, not gonna lie. So let's just do this. Buff up the Shaman right there. This is, again, becoming dangerous, because if we don't take out the Shaman right, or sorry, the Frostfox right now, which he will be taking me out, I think, before I take out the Frostfox, then it's gonna be too late. We're actually still alive. Holy guacamole, dude. This is becoming extremely dangerous. Let's do this. Let's see if we can make the Gargoyle just use his ability or whatnot. There you go. Alright, but still, we're going to lose the Shaman here, meaning that I won't be able to enchant his Frostfox anymore, meaning that it's going to be a tough battle. And he just re-enchanted the Frostfox. I think this is a loss already, dude. I don't think we're going to win here. Nice bit of damage right there. How did that not hit the Frostfox? Again, we have to try to keep take out the Frostfox as quick as possible. So he's going to heal him up again. Yeah, this is where things are going to become very bleak. I don't think we're going to win here anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take him out like I wanted to. This is becoming annoying. Focus on the Frostfox, of course. Nice little double hit. Sadly, we were able to heal up even more. Taking out the Blacksmith, but the Blacksmith was unnecessary at this point. I didn't want to take out the Blacksmith, but yeah, he is going to take me out right there. Yeah, we weren't able to do much. As soon as I lost the Frostfox the Blacksmith and the Shaman, and he had the defensive buff, we were not going to win there anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunate loss. There's no point in continuing on because we're not going to win because we're not dealing damage at all. We're definitely not dealing a single damage at all. So, unfortunate loss. Let's continue on. Alright, guys. Hopefully we can do better. Interesting. Rocketeer goes first, which is fantastic for me. It's a bad hero to start off with. I would buff up the Rocketeer instead of doing what he is trying to do. Buffs up the Ragnar. Okay, that's fine. We can actually just buff up the Frostfox here a little bit. Hitting the robot. Not too bad. At least we can tank the Frostfox can tank at least. He might buff up the Rocketeer here. Yeah, he is going to buff up the Rocketeer. Axis actually hits the Shaman and the Blacksmith. Well played. Just buff up the Shaman, I guess, while nerfing the Rocketeer. Buffing up the Blacksmith, nerfing his robot was actually pretty good. Pretty good. We're just missing the Gargoyle and we'll be fine. Okay. That's fine. Heal up the Frostfox. Let's do that. Buff up the Gargoyle. Actually, okay, so we just buffed him up again with the defensive buff. Everyone has the defensive buffs, but we are playing in this arena, meaning that he can switch my my enchantments whenever he wants to. He buffs up the Rocketeer yet again. I would like to take him out before he is actually able to use his ability right there. And yes, we did, ladies and gentlemen. I did not want his Rocketeer to use 3 rockets on me. And we actually took him out before he was able to do so. Ragnar does go next. They both have defensive buff, which is pretty good. But we should still win here. I mean, oof. You can't do much here, sadly. We actually cannot do much here. Can we hit the robot? We do hit the robot to nerf his attack, at least. But he is going to give the robot a defensive buff again, isn't he? Yes, he will. And he's actually going to hit the Ragnar for the Axis to hit. And that actually takes out the Shaman. So I cannot enchant him unless I use the Arena object. Let's make the Gargoyle hopefully just use his ability on someone. There you go. Not too bad. Gargoyle is back up to full health, basically. We should be able to win here. Because everyone is enchanted, so we should be able to win here. Even though everyone except the Blacksmith has a positive enchantment, we should be able to win here. But we'll see. Blacksmith did get a positive enchantment right there, so well played. But we can actually just nerf the Ragnar. There we go. Plus, we're going to use the Blacksmith ability right there. Alright, so Ragnar is nerfed, but of course he can give himself the defensive buff. The Axis goes playing around. Well played. This is becoming extremely annoying. Can we double hit the Blacksmith? Triple hit the Blacksmith. Okay, so the Blacksmith is about to die, which is pretty good. So that'll be one less heal, enchanter. But, we are playing this arena. Let's give the Frostfox a defensive buff quickly while hitting the robot right there. Still haven't taken out his Blacksmith, which is unfortunate. This is another long match because we're just trying to heal up to stay alive. He is going for the Blacksmith. Interesting choice. The axe missed, thankfully. Okay, so let's just do this. This will take out the Blacksmith. Hit the Ragnar as well. So that will use the ability up there. The Blacksmith is still alive. That is so unlucky, dude. Alright, so he is going after the Gargoyle. Trying to push him towards the poison, but that missed, thankfully. Alright. Just hit the Blacksmith and the robot right there. Okay. So we finally took out the Blacksmith. So that way, if we can try to enchant him, and then him enchanting his heroes is going to be much difficult. But he can still enchant his heroes regardless. Robot does go next. He is probably just going to... I mean, the bomb is going to hit both of them down there. Will he focus on the Gargoyle instead, or just go for a straight shot? He is focusing on... Never mind. He's going for a direct hit on the Frostfox. The bomb will hit the Frostfox regardless, so well played. Let's see. Can we just hit both of them? There really isn't much I can do here with the Blacksmith. Yeah. 32 damage. There really wasn't much I can do there. Ragnar does go next. Will he get the attack buff? Is that a good idea? Does he want to deal more damage or survive a little bit longer? He is going for the Gargoyle. Nope, the Frostfox and the Gargoyle. Potentially the Blacksmith as well. Oh, never mind. He's going to get the attack buff while hitting the Frostfox. So at least now we can deal more damage to him. That's a good thing about this. We can deal more damage to him now. Okay, the Gargoyle was actually there to deal damage to the robot. So the robot is about to die, which is pretty good. He is going for the Gargoyle and the Blacksmith. All right. He might push the Gargoyle towards the bomb, which he does. Well played. So let's just get a double hit right there. Can we hit the robot as well? No, we don't. So they're both one hit away from death using the Frost Fox. Lots of damage actually. Pretty good damage. Take out that robot. There you go, the robot just died, so only the Ragnar is left alive. If he takes out the Gargoyle, then the Frostfox can't take him out in one shot. He does need to be careful on what to do. He could actually take out the Frostfox here. He does. Oh. This is becoming such a close match. But we need a double hit, though. Double hit. Right there. Yeah, that was extremely close. I did not expect it to be that close, but we got the victory. Very happy to see that we got the victory right there. Another chance to move up here in the run. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 5 wins, 2 losses. I mean, I'm kind of happy with the run now. 5 wins. I usually try to aim for 5 wins and I'll be happy. Rocketeer goes first. Like my my last opponent is good for me because he won't be able to use this ability. He can still buff up the Rocketeer if he decides to just hit the wall above the Rocketeer. Instead, it's actually going to hit the Griffin to deal damage. Well played. We can actually just nerf the Griffin though. Potentially buff up the Shaman right there. Yes, we do. The Griffin just took a lot of damage right there while also hitting the Drakeling. That was pretty good. He's going after the Frostfox. Thankfully, the Griffin is doing less damage than normal. Let's see. We could just do this. Hit the Drakeling, and then the Gargoyle is there to deal 70 damage to 3 heroes plus the heal. That was very, very, very good. Fireball misses, thankfully. Not much I can do here, though. We can nerf his Wizard since the Wizard does go next. Let's just nerf the Wizard here. Okie doke. Okay, at least we nerfed the Wizard. He does go next, so he's doing less damage. The Rocketeer's still not buffed, and he does go next after the Wizard. So, the Splash is going to deal a little bit of damage, but thankfully, it's not going to be too crazy. Never mind, he's going after my Frostfox. Buffs up the Rocketeer, well played. We do need to buff up my my Frostfox here. Keep him alive a little bit longer. This will heal up the Frostfox as well. Taking out the Griffin. All right. Perfect, perfect. We just gotta try to enchant the rest of his heroes so that way my Frostfox can heal up, because right now we're kind of struggling. Hits the Gargoyle. Wow. He just took out the... Well played. He just took out the Gargoyle. But this will actually take out his Drakeling right there while healing up the Frostfox a little bit. All right. Taking out the Drakeling. Is he going to just go for damage or buff up the Rocketeer? What is he going to do? He is going for damage. Interesting choice. Only 36 damage. That's pretty funny. Let's actually just nerf the Rocketeer. So that way now the Frostfox, no matter who he hits except the Blacksmith, he can heal up. Rocketeer goes next. He only has 1 rocket. Let's just focus on the Wizard and we'll be fine here. Actually, well, the Rocketeer is actually doing more damage than the Wizard. So we could just focus on the Rocketeer instead. Yeah, let's just do that. Double hit the Rocketeer. Bada boom. Hitting the Wizard as well. Quadruple hitting the Rocketeer. That was over 200 damage. Let's go. He is focusing on the Frostfox. Decent damage, but we're actually still fine. Let's actually heal up the Frostfox. Even though I could go after the Rocketeer, let's just do that. Triple heal for triple hits. Taking out the Wizard. Only the Rocketeer is left alive. We should be able to win here. For sure. There's no way he's going to win. Will this push the... No, let's just push the Frostfox instead. Push the Frostfox towards the Rocketeer. Yeah, the Rocketeer has 87 health. We just need to push the Rocketeer towards any hero, and we're going to win. If with the Blacksmith. No, we cannot push any heroes. We could try to get a double hit since the Rocketeer is actually kind of close to the wall right there. And yes, we do. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be our 6 wins. We're halfway there through the challenge right there. Only 1 life left to go. But so far, so good. We're doing pretty good so far. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 6 wins. Warlord. Let's see. Let's see if he gets lucky. And he also has Zombie Striker combo. Warlord gets a buff. Thankfully, it is not his turn. Zombie is going to poison. Well played. We're actually just going to re-enchant the the Frostfox as quick as possible while hitting the zombie. Buffing up the Gargoyle as well is pretty good. Gargoyle dealing a little bit of damage. Zombie gets the buff. Not his turn. Perfect. He is going to just hit the Frostfox towards his heroes. If it wasn't for the defensive buff, I think the Frostfox would have died, which is crazy to think about, you know? Heal up the Frostfox a bit. We do need to heal him up. That's actually a good amount of heals. Let's go. Basically bringing back the Frostfox from the dead. Zombie gets the buff again. He might push the Frostfox towards the zombie. Never mind, he's going after the Gargoyle. Okay, interesting, interesting. Enchant the zombie. Buff up the shaman. Let's do that. Hit the striker. And the Gargoyle will be able to use his ability. Okay. Nerfing his heroes is very important. Striker gets the buff, but it is not his turn. So there you go. He is having a tough time buffing up the correct heroes, but he did take out my blacksmith. So if I can take out the zombie before he enchants me, then I'll be fine, but it might not be the case. Let's see if we can also enchant that striker. And sadly, the zombie survives, and he does go next. He'll probably just enchant the Gargoyle and the Frostfox here. Let's going after the Shaman. Interesting choice. He decides to go after the Shaman. Yeah, I want to take out a zombie. I need to move my fingers a little bit. Will this push the Shaman towards the zombie players? Yes, we do. Plus, we're going to heal up the Gargoyle a little bit. Now, the Avenger did get an attack buff because of it, but I don't want him to enchant my heroes with poison, because then the Striker is just going to get a lot of value. Striker goes next. He is going to push this Frostfox towards the Avenger with his attack buff. 182 damage is absurd. Absurd. Sadly, I cannot nerf the Warlord, so let's just push the Avenger towards the Frostfox here. Heal him up. Triple heal the Frostfox. Let's go, man. Triple healing the Frostfox is very crucial. Striker gets the buff. Thankfully, not his turn. He is getting very unlucky. He's going to try to use the Striker for damage. Actually takes out the Shaman, which is honestly fine. The Shaman... Well, actually, the Warlord did not get taken. Did not get enchanted, so it's kind of unfortunate that we did not take out the Warlord or enchanted the Warlord just yet. Let's just do that. My Gargoyle might be in trouble here. I mean, look at this. Like, he is doing 156 damage, which is absurd. But yeah, that's a lot of damage. All right. Unfortunately, let's do this. This should also hit the Warlord. Hopefully, there we go. Sadly, we cannot heal up. Striker gets the buff, unfortunately. I really hope we don't lose because of the Warlord, because he is going to take out the Gargoyle, it seems like. Yes, he does. Alright, so unfortunately, we just lost the Gargoyle. The Frostfox is the only one left alive, but as long as we can do this, this should also hit the Warlord. Double hit is huge. A double hit on the Warlord is huge. I'm just hoping that the Striker gets the buff. Will the Striker get the buff? Yes, he did. So he's going to have a tough time getting that damage off. He is going to go for it. 58 damage, thankfully. Yeah, he is not going to win anymore because all we gotta do now is just do this. This will hit both of them while taking out the Warlord. And yeah, only the Striker is left alive. He needs to hit me like 6 or 7 times in order to win. And like usual, I don't see that happening. So let's see. 1, 2. Nice little double hit right there. As you saw, the second hit was actually the one that did the damage. Let's see if we can make the Mushroom just bounce towards the Frostfox here. Yes, we did. All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be our 7th win. All right, this is such a long run because we're actually taking a long time to finish out the matches because we keep healing. So such a long match right there. 5 more wins to go if we can get there. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 5 more wins to go. Wombo combo. If we enchant everyone with the defensive buff, it would be huge. But look at this. We actually start off with the Shaman. Nerf the Griffin first, since he does go first. That will also nerf the Ragnar. He is going to use the Ragnar's ability though. Plus the Thunder Pulse's charges. So this is a rough play, especially towards the blacksmith. Yeah, that's quite a bit of damage. I should probably go for I should probably go for the defensive buff instead of enchanting his heroes. Yeah, let's do that. This could potentially just heal up the Frostfox a bit by hitting it towards the Ragnar. So that should do the trick. There we go. Nice little hit right there. All right, Ragnar does go next. I mean, I would like to give everyone else a defensive buff, but it might not happen. So Scarecrow plus the axe. Go for it, my dude. Plus burning everyone. Oh, my Gargoyle just died. That is unfortunate, dude. That is very unfortunate. Instead of buffing up the Shaman at this point, just nerf the Thunderpaws. I don't think we're going to nerf the Scarecrow, even though I really want to. Nice damage on the Thunderpaws. That was actually very good. Alright, but sadly, we are not going to give the Scarecrow an attack. No way. Actually, unless he gets a triple hit. Did the Shaman survive? The Shaman survived, dude. That's actually crucial because we might actually be able to win now because everyone is nerfed. Let's see if we can also push the Griffin towards the Frostfox here. No, we don't, but we'd actually heal up the Frostfox a little bit using the Thunderpaws, or using the Thunderpaws right there. So there you go. We got everyone enchanted. We got everyone enchanted, so now we should be able to win. Should. We'll find out. Oops, sorry about the notification. Let that go away. We can heal up, of course. Double hitting the Scarecrow, then hitting the Ragnar. There we go. Nice little triple hit. Or a little triple, hit it 3 times. Scarecrow and the charges are going to go in place. But not going for the charges. Actually, the charge went. He only did 25 damage to me, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah, go after the Ragnar here. This should also hit the Griffin and potentially the Scarecrow. We failed to hit the Griffin. Alright, I mean, we're at full health. I don't think he is going to win here. The Axe and the Scarecrow are going to deal damage. Well played. That's actually quite a bit of damage right there, which I did not enjoy. But we can still heal up here. Hit the Scarecrow and the Ragnar. This should also hit the Griffin, maybe. Oh, the Thunderpaws gets hit. Nice little triple kill. Let's go, dude. Only the Griffin is left alive. He's only doing 25 damage per hit. There's no way he's going to win. Unless he does something absurd. Absurd. Let's see. Yeah, 25 damage per hit. He would need to hit me basically like 15 times. Will the burn deal a little bit of damage to me? Yeah. Nice. This will be a nice little double hit, even though it will not take him out just yet. Will the burn take him out? No, I don't think so. Close, but not really. All right. There it is. He is going to hit me multiple times right there. 75. Not enough for the win, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. What a play. What a match. All right. Thankfully, we actually enchanted everyone because that actually helped the Frostfox win the match right there. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be 8 wins. We just need 4 more wins. So let's go, guys. Let's continue on. All right, guys. Let's see if we can win here. Scarecrow gets the buff. This is going to be tough because he can just use the Scarecrow for damage. And with the Fire Cloud there, the Frostfox is going to be taking a lot of damage. Oh, actually the Gargoyle is the one that took the most damage. Pretty lucky right there. Buff up the Shaman and the Frostfox here. Hit the Monkey King. There we go. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. Monkey King gets the buff, but the Scarecrow goes next. Let's see if the Frostfox survives here, because this is becoming quite annoying. We're still alive. We are still alive, though. But I don't think we're winning here anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like we can heal up the Frostfox, you know? Make the Gargoyle hit the corner so that way he can go up and heal up. I mean, we'll take it. Monkey King gets the buff. I think the Frostfox is dead. Yep, the Frostfox is definitely dead. So, how can we win here with the Gargoyle? That is the only way we can win here. We gotta win with the Gargoyle. Let's nerf the Scarecrow. Yep, nerf the Scarecrow. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to push the Warlord towards the Shaman, but there you go. We nerfed, and lots of damage right there. All right. Monkey King gets the buff. He can use the trap to take me out. Yep, he is going to use the trap. Okay. Let's see if we can enchant the Werewolf, and this should enchant the Werewolf and the Warlord, meaning that the Gargoyle can potentially win if he continuously heals up. Scarecrow gets the buff. All right. Let's see. He is going for the trap again while hitting the the Gargoyle. The Gargoyle, this does take quite a bit of beating right there, but we're fine. Misses the trap, actually. I just realized that he missed the trap. Just do that. Hit the Monkey King. There you go. He's going to heal up as well. 42 health. Monkey King gets the buff. I need the Gargoyle to stay alive somehow. That is the only way we can win here with the Gargoyle. It is going to be a tough fight. With the Frostfox, we get a direct heal, but not with the Gargoyle. The Gargoyle I need to heal by being near enemies. Near enemies, so we'll see. Let's do this right there. And sadly, we're not near anyone to heal up, so basically a waste. Scarecrow gets the buff. The Fire Cloud is there. I think we're now winning here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think so. Yeah, this is unfortunate. He's going to get the Fire Cloud, double hit. Will the Arena object hit the Gargoyle? It does not, thankfully. We have to take out the Warlord, because if the Warlord survives and he buffs up the Werewolf, then that is going to be game. There you go. But sadly, the Gargoyle does not end up near anyone to heal up. So the Werewolf is doing 98 damage, minus 19. A double hit will take me out. A double hit will still take me out. Let's see. He gets it off. Unfortunate loss, dude. All right. Hey, we did go far. We actually went very far. I'm very grateful that we actually got this far using this deck. Instead of the Vampire, I used the Gargoyle, and honestly worked out very well. But I don't know if the Vampire would have been a better choice than the Gargoyle. Let me know in the comments below if you guys believe that the Vampire would have been a better choice. But regardless, guys, what an amazing run overall. Did we even get any heroes right there? The Werewolf. Yeah, basically the Werewolf. All right, pretty good run, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Smashing 4 videos. Again, guys, very great run, 8 wins. And if you guys have any other recommendations that I will see, just let me know in the comments below, and that's what we'll do for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again for your continued support. I will see you next one. Take care.